Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video breakdown. In today's video, we're going to be delivering you all another accurate analysis on the digital asset XRP. If you've been watching some of the previous updates, we correctly called out a failure to break above 62 cents, a pullback into 57 cents. And then during my recording yesterday, literally like 2.5 hours later, we had the appeal from the SEC. I mentioned to you all in that particular video breakdown that if we broke below 57 cents, that we were going to be targeting 52 cents. And now, as of time of recording this video breakdown, XRP is currently trading at 52 cents. So you all seem to like all of these XRP analytic updates. So we're going to continue to deliver them for you all, showing you all insights from within our private CYPRX community, giving you guys accurate institutionalized delta zones. So that way you all can decide whether or not to join the Discord and take advantage of these institutional deltas, keeping in mind that we have access to these deltas on multiple different digital assets, forex pairs, futures, gold, commodities, pretty much any trading pair that you can even fathom. You can get access to these delta zones. So if you all enjoy these video breakdowns, these updates, giving you guys sound fundamental understanding and logical technical analysis, no bullish moonboy hopium or hype here, just straight accuracy, then do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe, and we will continue to deliver these for you guys. All right, so let's jump in. First, I just want to revert back to yesterday's breakdown, okay, because yesterday's breakdown was absolutely phenomenal. I was creating this video breakdown for you guys in the morning. You can see here during this recording, XRP was trading at, give or take, roughly about 58 cents. All right, I'm going to play the little tiny video clip for you guys. This is where we called out the bearish targets, the dollar cost average levels of about 52 cents, which have been met as of time of recording this video breakdown. Take a second and let's listen here. On an increased risk-off appetite in the market, that means investors flock to safe haven, geopolitical tensions escalate, rate cut expectations of the Federal Reserve and other major central banks get pushed back, and the environment surrounding risk appetite continues to dampen. And we break below this 57-cent threshold and we close on the higher time frame, 8-hour and above, with the bearish candlestick, I will simply be targeting the 54-cent psychological level and the 52-cent psychological level as my first area of interest for sound and logical dollar cost average levels compared to where the market was trading at in a discount back at the beginning of September. Right, so very simplistic, very accurate, nothing extensive. I didn't predict some crazy market sell-off. Oh my gosh, XRP is going to go to 30 cents. Oh my God, no, none of that stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Just simple, sound, logical, technical analysis utilizing these institutional delta zones. Now, fast forward to today, we can see that XRP is currently trading at those institutionalized levels at about 52 cents to the freaking T of a degree. So we're going to give you guys an updated analysis. What am I looking for on the digital asset XRP? But before we get into the accurate price analytics and I give you guys those key psychological levels, let's just discuss the fundamentals first. So in yesterday's video breakdown, if you guys paid attention, I mentioned to you all the possibility of rising tensions and escalations in the Middle East, creating more demand for safe haven. Keep in mind, I put that video and that information out to you guys days ago, not only back on September 25th, where I mentioned to you guys, I warned you all that if the escalations rise in the Middle East, this is going to create a risk-off market environment and create further outflows of the digital asset ecosystem. Now, here is another updated retail article. Again, always showing you all that we are ahead of the curve here at CYPRX. Dollar rises to a 1-month high on Middle East tensions and U.S. data. The dollar rose to a 1-month high boosted by safe haven flows and concerns about the Middle East tensions conflict on Wednesday. Stronger than expected ADP U.S. private payroll data as well is likely to keep the dollar supported for now, right? And I cannot stress enough that we have been warning you guys about this multiple days in advance and giving you guys this accuracy. So here is our private community report. This is from today. This is what we gave to update our community members on everything that's been going on in the market, keeping them aware and engaged in current market dynamics. So let's just read a little bit about this, and then we will go into the XRP analytics. Now, I know this is not a forex video. Here we discuss and talk about forex. At the beginning of this, Great British Pound up against the United States dollar, yet again delivering accuracy. We had talked about dollar strength just the other day in the private community. Here's a screenshot of that. But we'll fast forward to crypto because this is not a forex video, but a lot of participants in our private Discord actively trade the FX markets. So here we mentioned and talk about crypto. Crypto markets continue to face sustained selling pressure for now, with today witnessing over $18 billion in value wiped out as the US dollar strengthens amid geopolitical tensions and escalations and economic data that dampens hopes for imminent rate cuts. The dollar has surged to a one-month high driven by safe haven demand sparked by escalating conflicts in the Middle East and stronger than expected US private payroll data that was released yesterday. In recent weeks, this is where you guys need to pay attention to, because this is where a lot of retail traders, most likely a lot of people listening to this video breakdown, got caught off guard. Where as we rolled over from September into October, you guys were seeing all these bullish moon boy posts. Oh my gosh, the Fed cut rates. This is so great for risk assets. October, here we come. Woo, right? People got trapped in buy positions, getting way too overly optimistic and not understanding the macro conditions. So pay attention, okay? So the dollar, I read that in recent weeks, optimism had surged in the crypto markets as traders took bullish positions on risk assets, which was supported by the Fed's decision to cut rates by 50 basis points. The optimism was further fueled by the absence of geopolitical turmoil and expectations of more rate cuts. This is in previous weeks, which pushed the dollar to yearly lows. However, on September 25th, we warned of a potential reversal in risk sentiment. Here is that public warning that I made to you guys where I said, stay cautious on the September bounce. We need confirmation before calling it a true reversal. And I mentioned to you guys that here we needed to see not only technicals, but we needed to see the macro environment support further risk on sentiment. I mentioned to you guys to be paying attention to the de-escalations and geopolitical risks. And I said, this is not a prediction. It is an analysis. If the conditions need to see sustained upward momentum in crypto prices, if the sentiment dampens at any point, there is a real chance of prices pulling back further in crypto. And here, yet again, we are showing you guys accuracy. I'm not reading this to toot my own horn. I'm trying to teach you guys, okay? Those of you all who are, ready to educate and mature in your trading and investing career, you all are not going to see this as me saying I told you so, and instead be like, this guy is speaking facts and he's accurate time and time and time again. How is he so accurate? Well, again, I'm trying to show you guys how this is simplistic. This is not rocket science and it's not magic. Okay. You can do this as well. I'm motivating you to show you that you can do this. I'm a normal, everyday, average guy. I got some military experience. I got a high school diploma and I got 9 years of experience in this market. You can do this too. I'm no special something better than you. I'm an average person that learned these markets and has made a successful living by understanding these things that I'm talking to you guys about, while adding on an extra little edge via the institutional deltas that we have. You can do this too, okay? This is not me tooting my horn, telling you all that I'm better than you or that you can't do this. You can. Okay. You don't need magic indicators. You don't need some magic guru telling you or selling you something in the form of some magic indicator that's going to give you all the answers. No, you need to put the elbow grease in. You need to understand the macro, understand the current market environment, whether it's risk on, risk off, and gather institutional information, which we all deliver in the CYPRX Discord. I cannot stress enough, man. Oh, some people are going to see this as, all he does is say, I told you so. No, I'm trying to educate you guys. So, moving on, since this warning that I delivered to you guys on the 25th of September, the total crypto market cap has lost over $200 billion. This shift coincides with the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's hawkish comments, which were delivered at the beginning of this week, where he reiterated the Fed's cautious approach to further rate cuts, emphasizing that the committee was in no hurry to cut rates quickly. As a result, expectations for a more aggressive 50 basis point cut at the November meeting have been scaled back from 53% in previous weeks, which was driving optimism in risk assets, which is when everybody was like, oh, October's here, everything's going to be bullish, right? And now that sentiment has dampened to a 35% chance, according to the CME Group Fed Watch tool. In addition, the central bank's policy, the intensifying conflict in the Middle East, particularly Iran's missile attacks on Iran, has weighed heavily on global risk appetite. There is a growing concern that Israel's military actions in Lebanon in Syria and Gaza could escalate into a broader conflict, potentially drawing the West into another major war in the region. As a result, the dollar has rallied to new monthly highs, which is currently trading at around 101.9 at the time of writing this article. This combination of geopolitical risk and hawkish Fed positioning is keeping investors cautious, preventing aggressive bullish bets in crypto. I repeat, we're preventing aggressive bullish bets in crypto for now. This is all temporary. This is what has driven risk-off environment. This is why most of your portfolios, especially if you were buying last week, are now in the red. Here at CYPRX, this is when we buy. This is when we engage. This is when we dollar cost average, when everybody is fearful, not when the markets are pumping. This is what I'm attempting to show you guys is how we build profitable portfolios here at CYPRX by taking a mature, logical, sound approach to these markets. Okay. So looking ahead, because we do have some key U.S. labor market data tomorrow, including the unemployment rate and the non-farm payroll, which will be closely monitored tomorrow in this community. For risk sentiment to improve, we would need to see signs of cooling in the labor market, enough to support further Fed rate cuts, but not too severe that it raises fears of a recession. However, if the data does come out strong, signaling resilience in the U.S. labor market, it could reinforce Powell's stance and further strengthen the dollar, signaling that rates will stay higher for longer, which could keep crypto markets under pressure for now. All right, I won't bore you guys to death and read the rest of this. We've gone on long enough, but I just want to show you guys this is the information that we deliver every single day during New York and Asia session, typing out these reports to our private community members, keeping them in the loop, not steering them in the wrong direction and giving them bullish moon boy or bearish FUD, all that crap. No, we keep man, people are seriously misled in this market, and it's so sad to see. It's so sad to see. Look at all, take a look. If you hold XRP, the only thing that XRP and the XRP community is talking about right now is this SEC appeal. Okay. Most people think that XRP dropped off the face of the earth yesterday due to the SEC appeal. Just hear me out for a second. How was I able yesterday, before the SEC appeal came into fruition, how was I able to predict that the market was going to crash to 52 cents? It had nothing to do with the SEC case. Okay. What did I use? I used fundamental understanding, seeing that the market mood was risk off, and I used institutional delta zones, right? This goes to show that here at the CYPRX community, we are focused on things that actually matter. Everybody else is focused on the SEC appeal, right? Thinking that that is what created a risk-off market sentiment. The entire cryptocurrency market yesterday declined in value, ladies and gentlemen, outside of the digital asset SOY, which is just doing phenomenal numbers from the area in which we mentioned it to you guys, but that's irrelevant right now. But pretty much the entire cryptocurrency market declined in value yesterday. It wasn't just XRP, okay? How were we able to gauge this? You have to ask yourself, what are the distractions in the market? Ladies and gentlemen, the SEC case is a mother trucking distraction. Stop paying attention to that garbage. Stop paying attention to these bullish moon boys and these fudsters, and pay attention to the things that matter. Institutional deltas, logical technical analysis understanding, and a sound fundamental backing and principles in the market that actually drive risk on, risk off sentiment. And those are all things that we teach hands-on in the CYPRX community. Okay. Man, people are sleeping on their education here. Okay. 9 years in this game. And I'm telling you right now, I've never, ever, ever used anything with the SEC case to gauge XRP price action. And it is proven accuracy time and time again. So moving on, let's get into the XRP analysis. Let me stop, freaking ranting because people, man, so lost in this space, so lost. And I'm just going to continue to try to educate and properly guide you guys. Not financial advice, but hopefully you all are starting to see. I mean, this is now what, video 3 back to back to back, calling out accurate targets, and we're going to continue to do so. So let's do this for you guys. Right now, we're going to focus on risk off market sentiment. If the risk off sentiment continues to dampen further, that means we see further outflow of assets like stocks and crypto, and a further inflow into assets like gold, dollar, or the yen, which are all safe haven currencies, right? So that would mean geopolitical escalations and tensions further increasing, further pushback on rate cuts, recessionary fears coming into the market due to extremely downbeat misprint of the labor market data tomorrow. Okay. Any of those factors that could weigh on risk assets, a black swan event, something of that nature. Okay. If that happens, these are the institutionalized deltas that I will be paying attention to. I will share them with you guys real quick. You guys can see here. Okay. These are the institutionalized deltas updated in our private community now that the market has sold off into the 52-cent level. Like I mentioned, our institutional scalper always updating, boom, drop on the dime. As soon as these deltas were updated, he sent this message, right? So let's go over that. I'm just going to take two areas of interest that I will be paying attention to. If we break below 52 cents and an increased risk off market sentiment, that means we fail to break above these previous bearish candles with bullish intent. We make a lower high, dead cat bounce. We break and retest 52 cents. My next bearish targets for dollar cost average levels, because I just recently picked up some XRP at these September lows, like I mentioned in yesterday's video. If we were going to come into 52 cents, I implemented like $1,000 or $2,000 into XRP here as a dollar cost average, right? Because my targets, my alarms have been met. I was not buying into pumps. I mentioned to you guys yesterday that I was waiting for discount. My alarms were hit. My buy limits were met. Boom. That is how you become profitable buying in these dips. Okay. Not just predicting them randomly, setting yourself alerts and alarms and being patient, waiting for the sentiment to shift hands. All right. So if we break below 50 cents, bearish close on the higher time frame, 8 hour and above, fail to break above that, I'm looking for 48 cents to 44 cents next before I seek to buy more XRP. Okay. Those are the next areas of interest via the institutional deltas that were delivered to us in the private community. Now, if we can see an improved risk sentiment, we can hold above the 52-cent threshold. We can see a reaccumulation of orders, and we can break and retest above 57 cents. My next immediate bullish targets will be a revisitation of that 62-cent threshold. And just like in yesterday's video breakdown, anything above 62 cents and our immediate bullish targets are still going to remain anywhere between 72 to 74 cents for some immediate profit taking. Possibly roll some of that profit over into stable coins while the market readjusts or reaccumulates or slightly pulls back, considering that that is where institutional sell deltas are at. And we will wait for further re-implementation and revaluation to roll that profit and stable coins earning yield back into XRP to fill our bags even more. Okay, man, let me tell you what. So you guys now have my bearish targets. If we break below 52 cents, 48, 44 cents, if we can see a sustainable hold and improved risk sentiment tomorrow or throughout the remainder of the weekend heading into next week as we fulfill the rest of the month of October, we can hold above 52 cents. Logical targets, if we can see a break, above 57 cents will be 62 cents for our immediate attention. And then anything above 62 cents, we're looking for that 72 to 74 cent threshold to be met. All right. Very simplistic, very logical, no bullish moonboy hopium and hype. Watch these targets come into fruition, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the market sentiment. And if you guys want access to any of this information that we share in our private community on the drop of a dime, whether it's these full fundamental typed out handwritten reports, whether it's these accurate institutional delta zones on a daily basis, whether it's the CYPRX research that in the community, we share hundreds of fundamentals that never reach the mainstream. Head over to CYPRXtrading.com. If you're tired of all these bullish moonboy hopium fudsters on the internet that mislead you guys in the wrong direction, enough of that. We are in the age of information. If you're not trying to further your education, then what are you attempting to do? You're just going to continue to lose money. Okay. Now is the time to get involved. I get it. There's a paywall. We charge $50 to join our Discord. We charge $28 to join our private Wealth 28 club. People don't want to pay that. But guess what? Education is not free. You go to college, you pay for education, thousands of dollars to get in debt. Okay. What are you doing? If you don't want to improve yourself, you want to go buy a book to teach yourself something, you have to pay for that book, right? We spend hours here at CYPRX, hours. I'm talking about, I spend 8 to 10 hours a day minimum at my computer. I know the other CYPRX mentors, 2 of them in the private community, they spend at least a minimum of 6 to 10 hours a day at their computer. Handwritten reports, institutional deltas, Zoom calls every single day. Is it too much to ask for a tiny compensation of $50 to join our community? No, it's not, because I guarantee you that you will see that it's way undervalued, way undervalued. Take initiative. Stop following these dummies on the internet that don't know what they're doing, that have no experience and have never turned profits in these markets. Ignore that and join a community of like-minded individuals that are only here to help you grow and develop into prosperous, successful investors. Many blessings to you guys. You guys have my targets. This is not financial advice. Do your own personal research. These are levels that I am personally looking into Always assess your own personal risk properly, and I will see you all in the next video breakdown.